Like, I don't know, man. I was like, Craven, can't we just talk it out like two civilized people? He's so violent, you know. And before I knew it, he shot me. And I was like, that's so uncool. What the hell?
What's going on? Am I seeing things? Is this real life? Or is this some fantasy?
For always made me pancakes. Where are the pancakes? I'm making pancakes. Where are they? Where are they? You know how to make pancakes? Alfred always made me pancakes.
So, what do you want to play today?
Ooh, I want to play this game.
What is that? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I heard about that.
It's good.
Alright, well, let's give it a go. I'm going out on another date tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's this ninja. She calls herself her Electra.
Is she a foot?
No, she's a hand. Oh, look who's back.
Hey, dude, you want to play a game?
Yeah, come play a game with us.
What? Who are you guys? What are you doing in my house? What the hell is going on around here? You guys can't be real. None of this can't be real. What is this? It's not real. It's in my head. No way. It's not real.
Pancakes!
They're in my house! They're in my house! This is madness! This is Christmas! I need to get out of here. I need to get some help. I need to get out of here. They're in my house. They're real. I gotta get back up. I'm gonna get some help.
Waka 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 bing 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 chicka 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 boom 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 waka waka.
Oh, hi there. Welcome to the Shakakapow Christmas calendar. We're almost done with our Advent calendar now. So, when we started this thing, I promised you that I would do my best to give you a good variety of different comic books. So, that brings me to today's comic book, Monstress. Yeah. Monstress is written by Marjorie Liu and illustrated by Sana Takeda. I hope I'm saying those names halfway decent. And yeah, wait. We're getting way ahead of ourselves. Before I continue, I have to do something very important. Yeah, that's it. Okay, much better. So, now, okay, so why is this, why is this very different, and what's this about? What's the deal? Okay, so, this is a very different comic book than the rest of the stuff we've done here on the show. And I will also say that this is very different from most other comic books that I've read. I will tell you why. First of all, it has this strange feel, like it's a mix of manga mixed with like Western style of comic books. So yeah, it's got this Asian feel to it, but mixed with Western comic books. That is kind of the deal. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you some of the illustrations and you can see for yourself. Yeah, so take a look at this. The style is very different than anything else I have read, because it feels like a manga, but then it's not a manga. And yeah, it's different, but I don't mind that. And at the same time, it also feels like it's... Yeah, okay. So it's a fantasy comic book. And that in itself is interesting because we don't have that many fantasy comic books out there. We do have some comic books in the fantasy genre, stuff like Conan the Barbarian, Red Sonja, Bone, Elf Quest, Elves, and other stuff. But this is very different from those. It's kind of like different genres of fantasy. It's kind of like dark fantasy mixed with epic high fantasy. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a bit confused about this one. I'll be honest with you. But we'll get there. So it kind of reminded me of... Okay, so I got it. I got some vibes from... It's kind of like Berserk and Claymore mixed with Game of Thrones and The Witcher. Yeah. What do I mean by that? So our main character, her motivation and her drive, it kind of reminded me of Guts from Berserk. And there are things about her that also reminded me of Claymore. But then you have a lot of politics. And there's been a huge war going on, and you have so many things here. So those things kind of reminded me of The Witcher and Game of Thrones. I want to mention some other things as well here. So this comic book is huge. Like, this is the volume 1. There are so many pages here. I feel this could have been 2 volumes. Yeah. And as I was saying here, so when we start the story, the starting point of this, well, you're thrown right into it, and you pick up very quickly that so much stuff has already happened. There's been a war between humans and Arcanics, like a different race, mix of humans and animals, I think. And that's the thing. The plot here, it's not that it's convoluted or messy, but when I read this, there were a lot of stuff you have to try to keep track of and try to understand. And that's fine. And I don't mind being thrown right into something and have to put the pieces together. That's okay too. I like that. But yeah, again, I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure exactly what I feel and if I like this or not. I do like it, but I have to read on. That's what I can conclude with. I have to continue reading this to figure out if I like it or not, or how much I like it, because I have so many questions. The story intrigued me, but it's one of those comic books where I was like, okay. Yeah, but that's the thing. As I, for example, said with when we did The Wake, I told you there that it wasn't a perfect story. It had its strengths and weaknesses, and I felt the ending was a bit rushed. But that doesn't matter. I still would recommend The Wake because it was very interesting and it got so many things right. And I will say about this one as well, it's kind of like that. There are some things that I'm not sure what I think or feel about, but there was a lot of good stuff here. So let's start with that. Now, I do like fantasy and I like dark fantasy, and this even sometimes borders on horror, and you know I already like that. So, and I love the what I also really enjoyed was that we have a lot of stuff that's kind of in the gray area. Even our main character, she's not your typical heroine. Her motivation and her moral compass is very shady. And that is cool. I like flawed characters, and I also like, as I said, there are many factions and you meet different characters, and I like the other characters that we meet. There's many really good fleshed out characters in this one. So I don't know what else to say. It's very different from everything else I've read. It has its own feel. You just have to, if you want something new and different, for me it's just that it's very different from everything else is a good enough reason to check it out. But so you have to decide for yourself if you think this is something for you or not. I would absolutely recommend this, but I need to read on to have a conclusion on what I think. But based on this first one, yeah, it's very interesting. I forgot to say anything about the story. So, yeah, it's about our main character, Micah, half-wolf, and she's out for vengeance. She's out to avenge her mother, and she's looking for answers, and there are people hunting her, and she's out to hunt some people. And yeah, that's kind of how it starts. And then in the background, you have the war and the politics and all that going on. I'm not going to say more than that. So, all right, Monstress. This is, I'm sorry if this is a very strange review. I hope I don't confuse you too much. If you've read this and you have some thoughts and reflections on it, be my guest to comment in the comment section. I would be happy to hear what other people think about this one. Okay, thanks for tuning in, guys, and take care. I'll see you in the next one.
Wolfie. Wolfie, Wolfie. Muggity, muggity. Come out and play, Wolfie. Yeah. Yum, yum, yum.